Hello everybody, my name is Abbas Al-Abbas. During this presentation I'll be talking about leadership of organizational behavior and how it's implemented at Emerson Automation Solution. So the topics that I'm going to be covering are background about Emerson, teamwork at Emerson, and how the leaders are encouraging their employees to work as one team to achieve a particular goal. Next topic is leadership at Emerson and how Emerson having really good training program that take the engineer from one level to another. Next topic is employee empowerment, which is one of the ways that's being used to improve the employee productivity, quality, and satisfaction by giving the employee more responsibilities and more authorities. Next topic is work stress. I'm going to be discussing work stress at the workplace and how it's controlled. And finally, I'm going to be discussing organizational change and innovation, where when any change is happening in a company, it's the leader responsibilities to overcome the employee resistance. Starting about talking about Emerson, it is an American company which was established in 1890 as Emerson Electric Manufacturing. Emerson company manufacture products that help the customer to maintain and improve their operation, maximize efficiencies, and optimize well production. Emerson provide after-sales engineering services for a wide range of industry, and currently Emerson Automation Solution have more than 135,000 employees and approximately 205 manufacturing locations around the world. Teamwork at Emerson. The term teamwork describes combined work, action, and decision making that is done by group members to complete and achieve an objective or task in effective and efficient way. So one of the process that Emerson Automation Solution leaders use to achieve the desired objective and targets is to encourage their employee to work as one team, where the production, sales, and service department work as one group to meet the client expectation. One of the great examples that shows how Emerson Automation Solution members are working as one team is that developing Rockstar improvement system, where the service and sales engineer would have an access to the system to be able to make any recommendation for Rockstar products and apply those recommendations would be studied and applied by the production team to make the product more efficient. In addition to that, at Emerson business units such as Flow business unit, there are team leaders and meeting advisors who are supporting the engineer whenever the engineer is need for help, such as when the engineer is sent for service visit, he can always text, email, or call the leader or the meeting advisors for any advice. So leadership at Emerson. Emerson Automation Solution have a good development training program that enable the engineer to move from the engineering level to the managerial level, in which Emerson Automation Solution management are always seeking to employ fresh, motivated engineers who have good personality traits such as self-awareness, self-confidence, and proactive, because personality traits have an important influence in the leadership. After completing 5 years of employment at Emerson, the company would provide the engineer with leadership training program that allow the engineer to be a team leader or manager at Emerson. The provided leadership program emphasized that the managers should be a good leaders as well the leaders should be a good managers. Uh, so the leaders at Emerson always developing a unique relation with their team members based on the competency of a group member, whether the group member is in a group member or out of group member, where the in a group member is the employees who are really close to the management, have the same personality, same attitude as managers. So most of the time, the any group members are the one who are developed and the ones who are promoted faster than the out of group member. Next topic is employee empowerment. It's one of the strategies that's been followed at Emerson Automation Solution to improve employee productivity, quality, satisfaction, and motivation by providing the employee with power, responsibilities, and decision-making authorities. So, Emerson leaders and managers are removing all conditions to keep the employee powerless, and instead they keep the work environment very flexible and advise the employee with the needed information that increase their feeling of self-efficiency. So when Emerson leaders evaluate the employee performance, the leader would have a good understanding of the weakness and strength of each employee. Therefore, the authority and responsibility would be assigned to each employee based on the knowledge and background. For example, the employee who have good accounting experience would be assigned for monthly booking and invoicing, and on the other hand, the employees who have a good knowledge and technical background would be assigned to roles such as meeting advisors or training engineers or technical support engineer. All of those authorities and responsibilities which are provided to the talented employees would improve the employee productivity and motivation, which would lead to effective results that contribute to the company success, of course. The next topic is work stress. Stress is the mental and physical condition that result from a perceived threat that cannot be dealt with repeatedly. Sometimes stress could cause harmful and physical emotion responses when the employee cannot control conflict between work and his social life, as some people could have blood pressure or other heart diseases if they fail in controlling their work stress. However, with that being said, not all work stress is bad. If the leader or the employee succeed in applying the right amount of stress at the workplace, then it would lead to a positive result and keep the employee mentally and physically alert. Therefore, most of the companies which have good knowledge about leadership of organizational behavior, such as Emerson, would be able to manage and control their employees' work stress by enabling motivation and helping improving productivity in the stressful situation. So finally, organizational change and innovation. An internal to change in any of the companies is possible. This change might be management change, restructuring, technical processing, politics, and so on. All of those elements create a change in a company, which might be resisted by employees due to fearing of unfavorable outcomes or fearing the unknowns. It's always the leader's responsibility to convince his team members that this change is better for the company and for the member as well. Some of the techniques that could be used for gaining support for change are allowing discussion and negotiation. So when a change is happening, the manager can discuss this change and try to explain to the employee how this change might benefit the company as well. Another thing is to point out the financial benefits. There might be some financial benefits to the company and to the employee as well. So by implementing those techniques, the leader would overcome the resistance, and the idea of having a particular change would be clear to the employee. So as a result, having good background of leadership of organizational behavior would enhance for healthy and comfortable work environment to the employee and leader. Thank you very much.